Hi Ultimate Gardeners, welcome back to the Ultimate Gardening channel. My name is Emmanuel Arsta, one known as the Ultimate Gardener. My goal in the garden industry is to help you guys become Ultimate Gardeners and help you guys teach others on how to become one. So in today's exciting sprouting video, I wanted to touch up on a plant that I don't see a lot of gardeners planting, but this year it did spark a lot of interest in a lot of gardeners out there. This plant is called the Pink Muhly Grass. This plant has been around for a very long time, and here in Florida it's used a lot, but actually in the Ultimate Garden I never had one until now. I planted this Pink Muhly Grass around the beginning of October, around there, and it's been performing. It's been doing amazing ever since. So I decided to make a care guide about it so every other gardener watching this video can know way more about it, and hopefully you can get it in your garden soon as possible. This plant is amazing and you'll know why in a second. So let's go ahead and jump right into it. So Ultimate Gardeners, coming at topic number 1 is sunlight requirements. Every single plant in the garden requires some type of sunlight in their life because they have to go through a process which is called photosynthesis. Photosynthesis is the process in which they take in sunlight, convert it into sugar, and sugar is equal to plant food, which is naturally done. So every single plant creates sugar in their system, and sugar actually feeds them the nutrients they need, and it's actually plant food for the plant. And so it's a natural process. They do it with the natural sunlight. Even though fertilizer is great for plants, some plants, all natural is good to go, and some plants don't need it because they give a lot of sugar and they feed their own selves without any help. So the Pink Muhly Grass requires 6 hours of sunlight or more from what I know of, because my Pink Muhly Grass is actually located in a full sun location area. In the morning it's shaded, but coming around 12 o'clock at noon it actually starts getting beamed with our Florida sun. And even though you might feel bad for that plant, it's actually living its best life because it's going through the process photosynthesis, which brings it its own food. So don't feel bad if a plant's in full sun because it's actually benefiting from it. So let's go ahead and talk about watering. So Ultimate Gardeners, coming into topic number 2 is watering. Watering plays a huge role in the Pink Muhly Grass. Even though it could handle high levels of water and low levels of water, it still has its limits. So my rule of thumb is put your finger in the soil. If it's moist, skip a day of watering. If it's dry, water that same day. Pink Muhly Grass is very adaptable to multiple different soil types out there. It's actually living its life in my clayish soil, but you have fluffy soil, compacted soil, doesn't matter what you have, it's very adaptable to all soil types out there, so you should be good to go there. So stay on top of watering with your Pink Muhly Grass because you don't want to actually leave it out there without watering more than 3 days, because if it does, it will end up drying on you. And so yeah, let's go to move on to topic number 3, deadheading and cutting back. So Ultimate Gardeners, coming on topic number 3 is deadheading and cutting back. Pink Muhly Grass in all zones require deadheading and requires cutting back, even in Florida. Pink Muhly Grass creates these beautiful cloud texture blooms that are so pretty and I love them, but they do tend to dry out over a span of 2 weeks. And even though they look very, very pretty, especially when it comes to fall season, it gives great fall season interest, but that does slow down the bloom productivity, and you don't want that to happen. So you do want to go there, cut it back, because even though here and there you will have a dry bloom, it's not that big of a deal. Just get your snips, cut it off, and you're good to go. But now it's time to talk about cutting back. Cutting back is a huge thing when it comes to Pink Muhly Grass, because even though it grows big, and here in Florida you expect it not to be cut back, it does need to be cut back at some time of point, because it does need a fresh new start, and you don't want this huge mangly plant everywhere, because the bigger the plant means the longer the stems, And if the stems of the blooms are way too long and the blooms are top heavy, it will break the stems, and you don't want that to happen. So every single year, one time a year, you want to cut it back base level and it will grow back, don't worry. But for zones 8 and below, you do want to cut them back coming around mid-fall, going into late fall, so you can have that time where the plant could actually store up energy to give its new flush of leaves and blooms for the next following up year. So let's go ahead and talk about fertilizing. So ultimate gardeners, coming into topic number 4, which is our final topic we're going to talk about in today's video, is fertilizing. Pink Muhly Grass, a huge, and I'm going to put it straight up forward, does not require fertilizing because of the photosynthesis process. But if you do want to help it out, you could fertilize it the first week of spring or the first week of fall. I do recommend fertilizing both weeks, meaning the first week of spring and the first week of fall, because what this does when it comes to the first week of spring, it actually gives it a good boost of energy for that year of blooms and leaves. And if you fertilize the first week of fall, it will start storing energy for next year's leaves and blooms. So once again, you don't have to fertilize, but it is recommended to do so to help the plant out. So let me go ahead and wrap up this video for you guys. So ultimate gardeners, that's going to be it for this exciting sprouting video. Once again, today I gave you guys a full-on care guide about the Pink Muhly Grass. I absolutely adore this grass. It's one of my favorite grasses out there, and I recommend you guys to have it in your garden because this grass is a grass to have. So thank you all so much for watching this video. If you like this video, make sure to hit that like button. And if you want to support my channel, make sure to hit that subscribe button. And if you want to get notified when a new exciting sprouting video comes out, just like this one, make sure to hit that bell notification button so you get notified when a new exciting sprouting video comes out. Thank you all so much for watching, and never forget to grow big, ultimate gardeners. Bye guys.